Well, good morning, everyone. I am unable to film in my normal location because I accidentally allowed my tripod to be sent to St. Augustine. So hopefully once it gets back, I can get back to normal. But hopefully this will work all right for now. And also, I actually slept through the night last night, so it's morning. Literally. So, it's a big deal for me. But that also means that the light is coming from the wrong direction to film where I normally would. So, hopefully this will work with the dogs running around in the background. The main reason that I wanted to kind of sit down and talk to y'all today was because I have been recently watching a lot of videos by the YouTuber Jessie Gender, um, mainly because of Nebula. I was on Nebula and like, who is this? I'm like, oh, she's pretty cool. So one of the videos that I just was watching, and I haven't finished it yet, so this isn't really about that video, but it just got me thinking. It was about Mark Roper and his autism charity event. And what it kind of made me realize is that the problem with a lot of the modern autism discourse is because historically, and still to this day, a significant amount, the advocacy that's been done on behalf of the cause of autism has been done by parents of autistic children. And because they're parents of autistic children, their point of view is how they can help their children thrive, in whatever sense they're wanting them to thrive. Well, the thing with this is autism is not something that only happens in children. It hasn't long been diagnosed in adults, but adults have been autistic for a very long time, and I don't know when exactly evolutionarily that started, but it wasn't in the 19th or 20th century, or 21st century. That we're talking about something that's just an intrinsic character trait in a lot of people, and for the most part, the awareness and advocacy has been done from the perspective of a parent advocating for a child. And a lot of the time when I listen to people who are diagnosed autistic and speak to their autistic experiences, they talk about how infantilizing a lot of the major autism charities are, a lot of the way that people talk about autism, a lot of depictions of autism in the media. I think a fair example would be Sia's music. It's non-autistic adults telling stories about dependent autistic, mostly children. And that is part of the autistic experience. It certainly is. But it's not all of the autistic experience, and as we have more and more, people who were diagnosed as autism as children growing up and being able to advocate for themselves, I think the way that we view autism is going to change significantly. But we're sort of in the growing pains portion of the bargain here. And so there can be a lot of push and pull, and a lot of, as far as I've gotten into the video, a lot of Jessie's criticism of Mark was that the celebrities included in the event were not autistic, and it seemed like really there weren't autistic adults who were featured in Mark's video or in the event, at least in the advertising run up. So I think that criticism kind of goes back to the same thing we see with how society views and treats autism in general. It is infantilizing because it's parents advocating for children. And we need to change that power dynamic and give the power to the autistic people themselves, allow them to define what the advocacy they need and they want to see. And when we take the time to raise awareness for autism, we should allow autistic voices to be the primary driver of that awareness. We shouldn't be allowing non-autistic adults who parent autistic children to be the ones who tell us and advocate and raise that awareness. We shouldn't be telling them what they want. We should be listening to them tell us what they need and then responding to that. So that's what I wanted to talk about, and I think the son cooperated relatively well over there. You want to come say hi, Cakers? Cakey? Come here, Boba. Come here. Oh, him a good boy. Oh, him a sweet boy. Oh, come here, Boba. Come to me. Come to me. Oh. Oh, sweet baby boy. Oh, just so cuddly. He's my baby. He's my sweet baby. Alright, come on, Boba. Where's Beebe? Beep, where'd you go? Is she inside? She's the one who always wants to come out. What the heck? She was just too weirded out by what I was doing, I guess. Alright, I think that'll work. Coming through, team. Sit. Oh, good girl. Hi, baby. Mama's sweet princess. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Mommy's sweet princess. Oh, you see. Now you go play. Mommy has something she wants to say. Baby. Oh, what a good girl. Oh, I love her so much. She's such a sweetness. Yeah? You think I should go check my framing? Okay, that's a good idea. Let's see. Yeah, I think it looks all right. Well, let's try one more.